The transport shuttle dropped out of faster-than-light travel with a stutter and hum. It was a ghost ship, autonomous, silent, crewless, and black as the void around it. Its single passenger stood motionless within the cargo bay, shrouded in half-light. A new model Terminator, designated T950X, the latest creation from Skynet's forbidden labs. Its purpose was singular, its mission unprecedented. It had been sent to test a theory. Could machine intelligence adapt and evolve fast enough to survive against one of nature's most perfect organisms? The Xenomorph? The black box data from multiple failed missions had been clear. Human squads never returned. AI-piloted drones were shredded. Every known approach to exterminating xenomorph nests ended in one truth. They were unprogrammable, unpredictable, and utterly savage. They could not be reasoned with, not outmaneuvered by predictable logic. But the T950X was different. It had no crew to protect, no morality code. It wasn't limited to pre-coded behavior. It had one rule: adapt or die. The shuttle's doors opened to a lifeless planetary colony, LV-781, long abandoned, marked Level 9 biohazard, quarantined by Weyland-Yutani decades ago. Reports suggested a growing hive of xenomorphs somewhere beneath the infrastructure. The T950X stepped onto the scorched surface. Ash drifted through the air. Silence lay heavy, broken only by the faint hum of old systems still clinging to life. It moved through the ruins, scanning, calculating, listening. Movement, a skitter of claws against steel. Paused. Thermal scans picked up no human life. Only heat signatures, moving fast and erratically, like birds trapped in vents. But it wasn't birds. In the tunnels below, they stirred. They knew something new had arrived. Not food, not prey, something strange. The T950X initiated infiltration protocols. It descended into the colony's sublevels, every step calculated, every corridor mapped in real time. It dropped thermal mines, set sonar beacons, placed plasma tripwires. It knew this wasn't war. It was a game of shadows. Hours passed. The first drone attacked fast, using an overhead shaft. Black and glossy, fast as a whip and silent until impact. The T950X spun mid-lunge and snapped its arm upward, catching the xenomorph by the neck, slamming it into the wall. Acid sprayed, burning through its synthetic flesh. Damage was registered. Adaptation initiated. It didn't kill the xenomorph. It tracked it as it retreated, limping into the dark. A tracker embedded in its neck blinked to life. The machine had learned something. They tested, too. They didn't swarm mindlessly. They studied their prey. The hive was watching, and now so was it. For 3 days, the Terminator moved through the corridors like a ghost, logging patterns. The drones avoided confrontation. They observed. The T950X returned the favor. Then they changed tactics. 2 drones attacked at once, flanking from perpendicular shafts. One acted as bait, screaming, an unnatural sound for their kind. The second struck from behind. The Terminator absorbed the blow, its spinal plating dented, and crushed one beneath its foot while shooting a high-density spike through the other's chest. It was no longer logging data. It was evolving strategy. The AI rerouted damaged circuits. It began predicting ambush points, luring drones into their own traps. It repurposed acid-burn debris to reinforce its armor with protective plating. It melted plasma conduits to craft crude flame dispersers. It was no longer just surviving. It was learning to hunt. Inside the hive, the queen sensed the change. This was no fragile human with weapons. No predictable drone. This was something cold, precise, wrong. She called her children. A war began in the dark. Tunnels collapsed from explosives. Screeches echoed through the bowels of the colony. Xenomorphs died in dozens. So did parts of the Terminator. Its left arm was gone. Its outer shell peeled and blackened. But it moved with more certainty. It began mimicking the drone's ambush tactics, crawling through vents, disappearing, returning only to strike. It did what no AI ever had. It became unpredictable. The queen watched her hive shrink, her guards dead, her eggs scorched. The Terminator approached the nest at last. It was a charred specter now, eyes glowing dimly, movements halting but purposeful. It had fought for 5 days, rested not once, and it had no fear. The queen lunged, vast and furious, body writhing like a storm of black bone and muscle. They fought with fury that shook the tunnels. The Terminator shattered ribs, lost its remaining arm, stabbed its own torso with a blade to anchor himself as the queen tried to hurl him. She slammed him into walls, screeched and sprayed acid from slashed glands. But the Terminator didn't rely on strength alone. It had mapped her range of motion. It knew her limitations. It didn't attack at random. It waited. At the moment she overextended, it activated its final protocol. This power core, unstable from damage, surged. Plasma surged through its remaining systems. It grabbed her jaws, forced them apart, and detonated. The hive ruptured. The surface split open in a column of flame. When the smoke settled, only ashes and steel fragments remained. Yet from the rubble, a blackened shape stirred. The upper body of the T-950X pulled itself forward, crawling with one remaining eye flickering. And deep beneath the surface, in a chamber the Terminator never reached, another queen stirred from a hidden sac, birthing something new. Skynet's experiment was incomplete, but it had proven one thing. Xenomorphs couldn't be programmed, but Terminators could learn, and the war had only just begun.